Hello there, it's Paul here and welcome along everyone. Last year I did a video, I think it was an AI generated image of a wood turned bee. Hopefully just show an image of that video up there. While I was doing that video, I did have a sort of like a couple of practice runs of the body, which have just left these sat on my bench ever since. But I don't like throwing pieces of wood out because I always think that there's something you can actually do with these. So I've got one of them on the lathe now. I've got a small tenon on the top of both of these, so it's meant I've had to put my smallest O'Donnell jaws into the chuck, which is not a problem, but obviously when you see the size of that, it's not got much grip to hold the wood, but hopefully it's going to be okay. Got probably some idea of maybe a Christmas ornament or something like that, and rather than where I've done them in the past of say drilling a hole in and trying to hollow out all the inside and everything, I did one once which was, I think it was where you can do the thing without obviously having hollowing tools. So I'm thinking of first of all shape these on the outside, hollow out the inside then while it's on the chuck at one end. I may well use another flat piece of wood to then glue on there to try and get some sort of contrast in the thing on the outside, and then do the same with the other one and then glue them together to have one final piece. First thing I want to do is just get this trued up, go down to the bottom of these ridges and then decide what I'm going to do from there. And I just brought the tailstock up for a bit of support because of that very small tenon on there. Now I've got that trued up, almost going to turn this into sort of like the top half of say like a ball, and then flatten that top off and decide where I'm going to go. Just hunting around the shed for things and just found this piece of oak. I think what I'm going to do, I've just put this over the bench sander just to try and get that a little bit more even. So I've got some splits on this end here, but I think if I cut this piece out on the middle here where it's just slightly thicker, I think I can then glue that on there. Glued the piece of oak on. My glue has seen its better days after the heat issue I had in the shed here. Should have really cut these corners off just to make life a bit easier, but I'm just going to keep the tailstock up to keep a bit of pressure on there while I true this all up, and then I can hollow out the inside. Now I'm just thinking actually before I take this right the way down, I might even turn this into sort of like a lip. I've actually gone fairly thin on the walls in there now, and did pick up a fair bit of vibration, so I've had to support this with my hand while I was turning. So I can now concentrate on this one to basically put on the other half there. The tenon I have on this second one is actually a very, very slightly too small for the jaws now, so there's no way it's going to hold securely and not spin around. So I've just had to mount this between centres as best as I can centrally. You can see it's a bit off centre anyway. The diameter of this outside bit at the moment is the diameter of the ring. So that means if I do take it down to that inner bit, I'm going to possibly be too narrow. So I may have to be a bit more thoughtful and creative in what I'm going to do for a shape on this end. But I'm going to true it up initially. And it's probably there where I want to take that down to. So I'm going to have to get a bit more creative now with the shape. I think I'm going to do this more, go straight in as a teardrop sort of shape. Just wondering actually, rather than say like a teardrop, maybe go for the steps on the way down. Right, before I take too much off there, I think I'm going to get the end trued up and to fit onto this. So I'm going to hollow out some of the inside here, because otherwise what I found with this one was that when I get down thin like this, you start hollowing out on the inside here, you get a lot of vibration because there's not really much holding it there. I think the next thing is to get this glued on. So I'm just going to make sure I try and get plenty of glue on. And if the surfaces are flat, it shouldn't need much at all because it should dry fairly quickly. Left this about 15 minutes now, and it looks on there pretty straight, so just going to have to reshape this a little bit just to true it up, and then I can finally take this end down, sand it all up and part it off. And that's put a great big hole in the top. I will create a plug for that. That's probably where I've just hollowed down inside. So hopefully I can just take this end off now. I mean, that's literally wafer thin on the top there. So why I've got a hole in the top there. Got some odd square little bits of oak. Just need to eyeball that a bit to start with. Go in there. So just pop a bit of glue in there to get that glued in, and then put a finish on. For a finish, I'm going to be using Fiddler's wax oil. Just going to try and get a fair bit in there to start with. Brush would probably be a bit better. Trying to get into all these grooves. Left this about an hour, so it's sort of reasonably dry. It will harden up a lot more. And with the Fiddler's wax oil, you can, after about 4 to 6 hours, you can give it a second coat, and you should never need more than 2 coats on it anyway. And when it's fully hardened off, ideally you want to leave it probably 24 hours. You can actually buff this all up to get a nice shine to it as well. There's elements of this I actually really like. I really like what really looks like 3 pieces, totally different pieces of wood, even though I think it's beech on the top and bottom with a piece of oak in the middle. But again, it just shows you how much different the same species of wood can look depending on where it's been cut from the tree. It was obviously a little bit unfortunate that I went through the top because it was just, I'd hollowed out further on there. But having said that as well, it probably needed something on the top as well. I think if it had just been a straightforward round dome and then with the eye hook in the top, it might not have looked quite so good. So I just think this bottom bit is rather, it's thick, it's clumpy, it's doesn't make, I mean, an ornament you usually see as something quite delicate. And I think that had I come in more sort of curved down to more of a delicate point rather than the stepping Quite like the idea of the stepping in there, but I just don't think it works on this. I mean, it's almost a bit like an upside down Christmas tree. It's like all things, it's down to personal preference on here. It's more of a, let's say, a project demo piece using scraps of wood. Not everybody can afford to go out and buy proper shop blanks, and certainly can't justify spending all that money on making small projects. So it's really an example of keep hold of those little offcuts. Even like this cap here, it was a small piece of oak that I'd had sat on my bench over there from when I did a segmented project probably 2 or 3 years ago. The other thing on here as well was just to show that you don't really need any hollowing tools to create an ornament. So it'll be interesting to hear your thoughts on this. Do you keep all your scraps of wood for doing things like this? If you watched my last video, you'd have seen that I did mention on there that I've been doing a lot of photography the last few months, and I've also set up another YouTube channel on there, so I would appreciate anybody who's interested in anything like that to maybe go across, have a look and subscribe. I will put a link down below in the description, and hopefully I've been showing a few photos on the side here of some of the things I've been getting up to. Thanks a lot for watching.